Hello, friends. Good evening. This is a special evening talk on the lifestyle of the post pandemic new age lawyer. This talk is brought to you courtesy of ITLS Lawyers of Absolute Global Initiative Incorporated. As a matter of fact, um, is a special talk uh, to give us an idea about the lifestyle of the post pandemic new age lawyer. But before I proceed, I would like to talk about the ITLS lawyers of Absolute Global Initiative Incorporated. ITLS lawyers is a forum um, designed to promote international trade in legal services with creativity and innovation. As a matter of fact, it is a forum of lawyers under Absolute Global Initiative Incorporated. So we come together to discuss new ways we can enhance the practice of law with innovation as a way to promote economic development and growth in the society. Because there is uh, no way we can talk about economic growth and development without talking about law. For where there is the breakdown of law and order, you cannot have economic growth and you cannot have economic development. And so ITLS lawyers, or ITLS lawyers, as we often refer to ourselves, are lawyers who cross fertilize ideas concerning new ways they can promote the practice of law globally with creativity and innovation. Uh, it's more like a COVID 19 solution for the lawyers. And we've been in the background since 2020, as a matter of fact. So by next year, we'll be celebrating 5 years, 5 years of active engagement in everything relating to do with practicing law with innovation and creativity, designed to create impacts in the society, not just about making money, creating impact. In fact, for us, practicing law without creating impact in the society, even if you are making money, makes no sense to us. Hence, we look at law practice from the perspective of not just making money from it, but creating impacts with novel ideas, new ways of practicing law with a view to making the society a better place for all. So that is what the mandate of ITLS lawyers of Houseless Global Initiative Incorporated is all about. We've been in the background for well over 5 years now, and our footprints are actually there for all to see. You cannot actually talk about ITLS lawyers without talking about innovation, without talking about creativity. It's a non-profit forum, just as Absolute Global Initiative Incorporated, for which ITLS lawyers is under. It's a non-profit professional training organization. Absolute Global Initiative Incorporated is the umbrella body of ITLS lawyers. So now back to the topic of the day, the lifestyle of the post-pandemic new age lawyer. What is the lifestyle of the post-pandemic new age lawyer? This is a very, very instructive question. What are the new ways the post-pandemic lawyer should practice law or should deploy in his or her practice of law? Are we saying that a post pandemic lawyer is still expected to be practicing law the way he or she was practicing law 10 years ago, 7 years ago, or 8 years ago? If the answer to the question is such as to suggest that a post pandemic lawyer is still expected to be practicing law the way law was 10, 15, 8, 9, 7 years ago, then it means there is a problem somewhere. So for us at ITLS Lawyers, we create awareness on how lawyers can be in the future of their practice. We create awareness on how lawyers can, as a matter of fact, champion innovation in the society. The days of saying that law practice is a conservative profession is gone. In fact, the days, such days are gone. Law practice is no longer a conservative profession because businesses are changing every day. We have a rapid changes going on in different spheres of the society. And it is expected that we should be innovative in the way we use law to solve the problems that will emanate from these various changes. So if we don't have laws that will tackle some of these changing the problems arising from the changing times, there will be problems somewhere, which we might find so difficult to solve later. So the earlier, the better. So the lifestyle of the post-pandemic new age lawyer should be such that reflects that he is in tune or she is in tune with the changing times. The post-pandemic new age lawyer shouldn't be talking about just precedents 24 hours of the day. The post-pandemic new age lawyer should be talking about forward-looking research. And we are talking about forward-looking research. We're talking about forward-looking research designed to solve emerging problems, because you can't use the precedent approach always to solve emerging problems that we have. 10 years ago, data management was not the way it is today. Data privacy of old can't be compared with what we have today. Laws have been made to protect data privacy. So it's expected that the post pandemic new age lawyer will understand these dynamics of the society so that where there are problems, it will be easy for solutions to come from where? From the use of law in solving the problems. Because the society will be in a most terrible state if we are not able to adjust to the changing times, to make the lifestyle of the post-pandemic new age lawyer to reflect the changing times. In fact, everything about the lifestyle of the post-pandemic lawyer has got to change totally. The office of the post-pandemic new age lawyer has got to change. The mode of operation of the post-pandemic new age lawyer has got to change. Even the home of the new age lawyer, the post-pandemic new age lawyer, has got to change. Why did I say so? I said so because the post-pandemic new age lawyer is a lawyer that is expected to solve legal problems, not just in the office today, but is a lawyer that is expected to solve legal problems, problems for his clients at any time, virtually, even while he or she in his home. He or she is in his or her home. What is the sense I'm making here? The sense I'm making here is this: the post pandemic new age lawyer has got to be prepared at all times, whether you are in your house, or you are in your office, or you are in your car, you are expected to be ready to receive a call from a client. And sometimes the call might be a video call. Assuming that you received a video call or a phone call right in your home, for which there will be need for you to have uh, emergency conferencing. The question here is, are you prepared for it? Do you have that mindset that at any time that your client needs to talk with you on phone or needs to have a conference call with you, you'll be there to give him or her your time? So if you won't be there to give him or her your time, especially when it's an issue of urgency, then there's a problem somewhere. In fact, for the post-pandemic new age lawyer who represents clients from different parts of the world, who represents clients beyond the shores of his or her area of practice, a situation where you have clients in Canada, you have clients in you in the UK, you have clients in the US, you have clients in Italy. Just name the various countries where you'll be representing these clients virtually. Gone are the days where somebody has got to pay a flight to come down to Nigeria to depose to fact in a witness deposition on oath or in a verifying affidavit in respect of a petition that they want to file, or in a witness deposition on oath in respect of a suit, a highly contentious suit that he wants to file, or in an affidavit in support of a motion that he is expected to file in any of his interlocutory, in support of any of his interlocutory applications. Then you expect him to come to Nigeria to pay that huge to do that? No, not at all. So, as the post pandemic new age lawyer, it's expected that you should have an idea as to how this lawyer, as to how this client will be able to go about the problem, how to solve the problem, what and what should be done, or what and what is required of you as to guide him or her concerning the legal representation. And the question here is, what do you do? You have got to upskill. This is where capacity building comes in. If I'm going to speak from experience, I would say that for the past 4 years, I have had more engagement with clients beyond the shores of Nigeria than engagement with clients within Nigeria. So for if I go to court, let me say for 5 times a week or 4 times a week, three of the five or four times will be for the purpose of representing clients who are outside the shores of Nigeria, who are either in the US or in the UK or in Canada, Italy, name, just name them. And so the question is for you to be able to respond to the challenges, the legal challenges of your clients when they call upon you, you must be prepared. You must understand that what they expect from you is nothing but a good result. And they want to have value for their money. This is where you have got to be prepared. So when you are practicing law the way you used to practice law before the pandemic, you would definitely have some problems dealing with some of these clients because sometimes they want you to give them something that will help them over there, not even here. So, what is the way forward? The way forward is for you to equip yourself. Your lifestyle has got to change totally. Your lifestyle must reflect the changing times. Your office must show that everything about you is in the future. Your home, because sometimes you could even have some engagement with them, especially because of our time uh, difference, time zones, different time zones, and all that. This is night here. Over there, it's either in the afternoon. You have, or maybe very early in the morning, depending on the country. You have got to talk with them. And sometimes they even want to see you, assuming that where you live is not really environmentally appealing. It will tell much about your image and your kind of practice. And if a client wants to entrust something huge into your hands, maybe in terms of brief or whatsoever, he or she may find it difficult. There may be a problem of trust. What am I saying here? Apart from packaging your brain with skill, you have got to package your office. You have got to package your home. When I say package your home, I don't mean making your home to look like a palace, making your home to look so royal. No. Make it look decent, simple, welcoming, for a client to feel comfortable discussing is or issues with you for which a good solution is expected from you, the absence of which your engagement with the client will almost be useless. As a post pandemic new age lawyer, your office must reflect that you are already in the future of your practice. And what is the future of practice? The future of practice is such that technology is taking over virtually everything. Technology is taking over research. AI is doing wonders in research. Technology is even about to take over advocacy. We now have technology based advocacy. When I say technology based advocacy, I'm not just talking about virtual hearing or hybrid virtual hearing or e filing or e service, as the case may be. What I'm actually talking about, I'm talking about technology based advocacy for the purpose of litigation. When you are in the court, while you are in the court, you've got to use technology. You go into the courtroom just with your laptop, get your laptop connected to the screen with your HDMI, present your case with your, your laptop, projecting all that you have right there on the laptop on the screen for the entire court to see. If you have documents, everything has got to be projected from your laptop and it will be seen on the screen. So if I were to do anything relating to technology-based advocacy now, all I just need to do is to go to the court, go with my laptop and do my presentation. You have in-court presenters who will guide you on what to do. We are not just talking about virtual hearing or hybrid virtual hearing now. We're talking about full-scale technology-based practice where you may be looking for bundles of files in the courts. You won't find any because the court has gone totally digital. Now, the question here is, are you prepared to change your lifestyle as a post-pandemic lawyer for you to be a new age lawyer? There is a difference between a post-pandemic lawyer and a post-pandemic new age lawyer. A post-pandemic new age lawyer is different from a post-pandemic lawyer. A post-pandemic lawyer may be a lawyer who has not changed his old ways of practicing law. It's just there, doing it the way they've been doing it before. It's not even using technology to enhance his or her practice as a post-pandemic lawyer. But a post-pandemic new age lawyer is a lawyer who has evolved, a lawyer who has changed. Everything about him has changed totally. He deploys technological tools in representing his clients, and the technological tools are not really sophisticated technological tools. They are familiar tech tools, things that the clients are familiar with. You can't use tools that the clients are not familiar with because the softwares, the got them designed over there. You want to give people the impression that you're well traveled, you are there. Meanwhile, right in your country, these people are familiar with some tech tools and which they use every day. You have to use tech tools that they are familiar with, not the ones they are not familiar with. Hence, I said that the lifestyle of the post pandemic new age lawyer has got to reflect the changing times in the economy, in politics, in education, in sports, in all spheres of human endeavor. If, as a lawyer, you are ready to change from the way things are done in the time past for the better because of what technology is giving to us as benefits, I think your practice will be awesome. I want to leave us with these words. If you fail to develop yourself, blame no one. When you have an opportunity for you to showcase the essence of how well you have developed yourself, but failed to use that opportunity because you are empty when it comes to the demands of such opportunity. It's never a good thing to be empty. Hence, at all times, we have got to get ourselves prepared to always be in the future of our practice. Being in the future of your practice will help you a great deal. Some of us got ourselves in the future of our practice even while we were at the university. And today, we know where we are. You can only achieve this first with trust, your trust in God. Secondly, you have got to choose to succeed in whatsoever you do. Thank you. God bless you. Bye bye.